Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. I have reviewed the Dirt Company in the past, in 2019 and 2021. I'll link these videos either up the top here somewhere or at the end of the video. And I decided, I think I did an order when I did my last order of wash. So this is like the washing concentrate. So 450 mils it does at 26 loads. They come in different scents. So this is the original spring scent. That is the field day scent. They also do a stain remover. And I use all of these products. So when they released their powder booster, which is this powder booster, which comes in this 2.8 kilo bag, and it comes with this jar, and it does come with a scoop on the inside here. This is the little Dirt scoop. So Dirt does release sets that you can buy. This is what happened here. There is an unboxing of when I got this to there is an unboxing that illustrates what I ordered from them. So I decided to try this oxy powder, which according to Dirt is plant-based and organic and is formulated to remove stains including glass, mud, food, and of course what I predominantly use it for is blood, which is predominantly why I decided to try it. What I actually love about Dirt as a company is that their packaging is made up of a minimum of 30% post-production plastic waste, post-industrial waste, and is designed to be reused and returned via their refill program, which is actually why I have all of these bags here, is because when I get kind of this is practically actually going to be a full load, a full envelope, I get an envelope, put it in and send it back to them. So these are designed to then be cleaned out and reused again, which, bonus. So their washing liquid is great. It's a concentrate, as I mentioned before, and I do on average probably about 10 loads a month as a household. And their large refill pack, they have a large refill liquid pack that comes in about this size. These are the small sizes, but sometimes they have deals on either the small sizes or the large sizes. I will buy whichever one's on sale, and then because they have the return program. Anyway, so this is, so their liquid is absolutely great. Their stain remover, absolutely great. Their stain remover is predominantly hydrogen peroxide, which is their key active ingredient. Their laundry liquid is plant-based suffocants, alkaline salts, organic enzymes, and natural fragrances and preservatives. So obviously most things that are expected to last a bit longer have preservatives in them. Where is the ingredients over here? If you can read that, if it's going to focus, it may not focus. Essential oils, sodium bicarbonate, sodium pre-carbonate, which is oxygen bleach, which is basically oxy bleach, which is what we use, sodium bicarbonate, bleach activator, suffocants, and organic enzymes. So love their laundry powder, love their laundry liquid, love their stain remover. Figure now that they have this booster oxy powder, let's get this too. So their large refill lasts about 18 months, and the 3 smaller packets probably about the same amount of time. This is probably what I go through most of all, the stain remover, and that's more because they sell them in this really, really tiny bag of 250 mils, whereas everything else kind of comes in 450 mil up. So I probably would say that this needs to be sent in a bigger bag, but the product in and of itself is pretty good. as you can see, that is a lot of powder. So when I bought the initial packet, it just comes in the 2.8 kilo size with this full. So this was full and plus the 2.8 kilos. So as much as I absolutely love the laundry concentrate and the stain remover, I am vastly less impressed with the oxy powder. I found that this was quite harshly stripping off the fabrics without removing the stains, which is kind of the purpose and kind of why I have it. To remove the blood stains without damaging the fabric is what I essentially want. I used my kind of normal technique for washing while following these directions, and it actually kind of it was actually quite difficult to use this because you're meant to use it for a maximum of, I think it was 4 hours on coloured items, which of course most of my cloth pads are coloured items. It could be 3 hours, and then you change it. So soaked it, changed it, soaked it, changed it, and it literally wasn't removing any of the stains out. The blood was rinsing out, but obviously that could have just been because it was being soaked in water and rinsed out and washed out in the sink. So my problem was that it seemed I got some new cloth pads. I think some of the unboxings that I've done, and those, when I used those cloth pads and put them in, it stripped it quite badly. Which if you go back and see, I think the August what I wore this month, you'll see some of the new pads that I had worn. Maybe that was the first time I'd worn them. Maybe the period before that, the fabric was quite stripped on them, which usually doesn't happen when you first get something and soak it. So I found it quite stripping, and also quite kind of like annoying to have to like empty it out after 3 hours, refresh it, and it wasn't actually removing the stains. So it ended up being, instead of like a 1 or 2 day process, I can soak stuff, wash it the next day, or soak stuff overnight, wash it the next day. Because the instructions on this were don't leave it soaking for very long, it also meant that it wasn't removing the stains. So I was constantly wasting water and soaking stuff for extensive periods of time just to get it to a point where I could use soap stick stains to actually remove the blood. And it meant far more heavy reliance on the stain remover, this stain remover, that then had to, even that was struggling to remove the stains, because instead of just being a shadow stain or a little bit of a stain on the pad, it was a substantial stain on the because this powder booster wasn't removing the blood stain. So it was much harder to use this in my usual washing technique. I have 2, possibly 3 videos up of my washing routine. I'm pretty sure it's like one from 2019, one from 2020, and one from 2021, I believe. So I have, and my it doesn't really particularly change that much. I may do another one early next year. So what I needed to do is remove the blood without damaging the fabric, and this was not removing the blood stain and damaging the fabric. So pretty much for the opposite of what I wanted. So also it because it wasn't removing the stains of the blood, it meant that I had to rinse them out quite extensively, and I still had to stain treat them really, really heavily with either the stain soap or the stain remover in the hydrogen peroxide. It didn't really seem to be a very efficient stain remover. I also used it on other products that I have, like a shirt that I'd stained and shorts that I'd spilled butter on, I think, or some type of oil. So I was like, oh, I'm going to treat these to see if it removes it from fabric, and it might just have a blood issue. But no, it didn't remove oil stains or blood stains. So the biggest problem with that is, obviously, this is what I want it for. I want it to be able to remove those things from my clothes if I need them to, and it wasn't. So what I have actually returned to is this. So this is the one that I usually was using before, which is a Nappy San Vanish. This comes in this container, I guess. This is the 2 kilo container. It's chlorine free. What I kind of wanted to move away from here is getting this plastic tub. So while this tub is made with recycled plastic, and is in it of itself recyclable, it's kind of still adding to the environment, kind of trying to refuse, then reuse, then recycle. Recycle should be the last thing that I want to be doing. It's the last thing that I want to be doing. In the case of the dirt company, because I use their washing liquid, I can return these. So I get them, I use the reusable container. It's in the unboxing videos. If you watch them in the review videos, there's a pump bottle. So you use the glass pump bottle just like this. Glass bottle with, this is a silicone wrap, but I keep this bottle, I keep this jar, I keep refilling it, this gets sent back and reused. Perfect, it's a cyclic system. This problem is that this is not really a cyclic system. I know it wants to be, but commercially it's not. So the idea was to refuse to use this because this is actually the better option in kind of the cyclic economy. So this one here is, doesn't really, it probably does have the ingredients on here somewhere, but you know, it's just that I thought this would have been a better kind of natural, and I do love their other products. I will remain using their products. I will continue to use our other products, except this powder booster is really not. I just did my November cycle with nappy sand because I basically used it all, obviously, because I had it. So I'd used it probably, I think, since I've unboxed it, and have been kind of unhappy with it the whole time. So that's my review. I'm now back on nappy sand vanish. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye everyone.